And we are live. All right. Hello, everyone. We're sorry we had to postpone till today, but we had some issues that we ended up having to postpone. So here we are. I hope everybody's having a very blessed Thursday tonight. Five little sections. We've got YouTube hiding the likes, which we've known that's been happening for a while. It's just now it's pretty blatant. We've got Iran in the news. Iryana's killer is not going to be facing trial. We've got Bank of America foreclosing on a house that they had no right to foreclose on. And we're also going to be hitting on NASA being in the news. So let us go to say hello to our wonderful panel of co-hosts today. We will start out with Casey from Casey's Creepy Creations. So, hit the wrong button. Say hello to everybody, Casey.
Greetings, boils and ghouls, and as always, a treat to be with you tonight, Richard, and to my esteemed fellow panelists as well.
And then
the pleasure is all ours, Casey.
Well, thank you so much.
Now we have Wavo. Tell everybody hello.
Everybody hello.
Well, he did what you said he would.
And we also have Crazy Horse and Alice. Right now, Alice is downstairs cooking, so we only have Crazy at the helm. How you doing, Crazy?
Hey. Hanging in there.
No, that's good. We have a full docket tonight, and which reminds me, I forgot to do something right quick, even though I do have them in the description. But I'll go ahead and post them into the chat right now. There is Wavo's channel's link.
And I see Theta in the comments.
Yeah.
Crazy. Zachary wants to know what Alice is making for Din Dins.
Something quick and easy, Sloppy Joe.
Oh, Sloppy Joe's are really good. Those are awesome. Let's see. Then we got, Casey's Creepy Creations link is in the chat. Next up is Alice of the Holes chat. Is in there. Then we got Crazy Horses.
So does she put green pepper in there, Craze?
I don't think we had any right now. I think it's just going to be onion in it.
Okay, that works.
No, Swollen Fallon's asking if he can get some because I think he likes Crazy Joe's too. It goes for him when he was a baby. But anywho, let's go ahead and get started.
Crazy Joe's.
Crazy Joe's.
Yeah. Well,
when I was a kid, we called them Sloppy Joe's.
Yeah, Sloppy Joe's is something I used to make the kids, and their mom was like, "What the heck's this?" And I'm like, "Oh, you've never had a Sloppy Joe? Shoot, here we go, boom!" And they like it.
And we promise no crazies were harmed in the making of this main dish.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to ask. Is it like a Sloppy Joe with a little bit of Crazy Horse in it?
Oops.
Okay. All right. First up, we're going to go ahead and hit the bit that Wavo brought up. YouTube hiding likes. Now, before we started, and I was telling Nadine what was all on the docket for today, she's like, "That's not new," and she started rattling off several other channels that she knows of that has been having that problem that she likes to watch, which are a lot of the home farming channels. So go for it, Wavo. Tell us a little bit about the video you sent me.
Yeah. So for the longest time, there have been a lot of mainly smaller channels and some of the more controversial stuff who have had their channels have had the like counts hidden. YouTube itself is claiming it's a bug. But at this point, it is blatant enough and it is so widespread, many are believing that it is on purpose.
Well, we also had what happened with Jill's channel, remember? Where they were trying to say that antiderivative Jill was an AI bot. And which everybody's like going, what? So the fact that YouTube has been going more and more to having the moderation being dealt with AI than an actual human to overlook it has been something that's been building up to for what, 5 years now? Because I know
that sounds about right.
Because I remember when they first started, strikes and stuff, and getting a human to look into it for you was a pain in the ass. And that was even before the great Vox ad apocalypse that ended up happening when the Democrats tried to get Steven Crowder deplatformed. All because Steven Crowder referred to a Vox talking head using the exact same descriptive words that said talking head used for himself, which basically was showcasing the fact that they were homosexual and Hispanic. So yeah, it's really wild.
Yep.
Oh, dang it, Siggy, you're going to make me break out the spray bottle really quick, ain't you? Don't make me get the twins on you, because I'll break the twins out first because they're already out. They've been playing with the cats.
Yeah, they've been frolicking today.
Yep, they got into it with Kraken today on air too, and it was hilarious because everybody was watching them play with Kraken. And Tony has dubbed Kraken the warrior cat. But yeah, I mean, the issues that's been going on with YouTube has just continued to build up. It's one of the reasons why I know a lot of YouTubers are getting so fed up with YouTube, but they're not yet willing to make the jump over to Rumble yet. Because I'll admit, Rumble is not as intuitive as YouTube has been.
No.
But Rumble is a free speech platform where you don't have to self-censor all the time. And
I was really seeing how clunky Rumble was last night when we did karaoke with Tony.
Yeah. And like I said, it's one of those things that I miss the days when YouTube was a free speech platform. They did not lose their ever-loving shit whenever you would use profanity, or you could actually do karaoke live streams with your friends and have online live stream parties where people just would come together and shoot the shit, have fun, talk about the issues, no matter what the issues were, and not be afraid somebody was going to lose a channel because somebody said something somebody didn't like. And those days, I'm hoping will come again, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
Oh, I doubt it.
And Sylvia, your lovely artist, says, hey, can't stay long, but just a little drop by and say hi. Hi, Sylvia. I hope you're having a blessed day. And that also goes for Siggy as well, even though he is talking about his eldritch god.
More like his eldritch abomination.
Yeah. One of these days, I'm going to have to start telling y'all stories about what it was like babysitting him and Harriet, which is going to get fun.
Yeah, Yeah, I figured you'd probably be millions of years old.
Yeah, now I know where the white hair came from.
Hey, Dad is Santa Claus, and well,
Well, yeah, but you know what? After after babysitting those two, I can see why your hair'd go white.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
If Tony is coming, tell him I said hi, please. We sure will. If he does show up, we'll definitely tell him. Uh, Sometimes he shows up in the chat. If he wants to show up on the panel, he's more than welcome. But then again, everybody's welcome on around the fire here. Um, but let's see. Next up, well, you be good and be blessed. Okay, take care, stay safe, and don't get in trouble. And as I routinely tell Nadine, don't be driving around like Mario Andretti. Don't want that, especially the cops, because they will pull you over. And depending on how fast you're going, you can lose your driver's license. Now, next up, we've got Iran in the news. Oh my God, Zachary does not know who Mario Andretti is.
What?
We gotta fix this.
Mario Andretti is a race car driver, a Formula One race car driver that was like extreme.
He's not just a race car driver. He is the single most legendary race car driver of all freaking time.
Formula One all time. Yes.
Get it right.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that you don't know who he is because Formula One is raced all over the world.
Especially in Europe. Formula One's is really still big in the UK and all across Europe. I mean,
And I know what I'm saying. I know for a fact that Andretti has raced European Formula One.
oh yeah.
Yep. Mario Andretti is one of the most legendary race car drivers in the world.
And Zachary says he prefers Max. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to say the name right.
Max Verstappen.
Verstappen.
Max Verstappen.
Cool. Now, next up, we've got Iran in the news. We got so much stuff with Iran, it's not even funny. We've got the fact that a plane got shot down. You had the pilot and the weapons officer both having to be extracted at two separate occasions. And the way that we were able to extract the weapons officer was fracking amazing. And how we found him, we didn't track his cell phone. No. We tracked something that should scare the bejesus out of people. Do you guys know how we were able to track him down and find him?
No.
All right.
He had a homing beacon, didn't he?
No. Well, he did have a homing beacon, but it was an organic one. It was his heart. They were able to find him by his heartbeat.
Really?
Yes.
How does that work?
I am not saying because I still don't know the full scope of it, and the fact that I was never read in on stuff like that. I knew it existed, but I did not know how it worked. But they utilized a sound system that was able to detect his heartbeat and found him up in those mountains and then extracted him.
Okay.
And we lost a whole bunch of hardware to get his butt out of there.
Mm-hmm.
But it all goes back to the soldier's creed of leave no one behind. Well, no, that's what they used. Another thing that about it that was really fucked up was there was a leaker who let it out that the weapons officer was still there in Iran, and that we were still trying to find him to extract him. And the leaker was arrested yesterday. And I hope they throw the book at that sumbitch. Because that's
really, we did leave Iran one thing. Pair of America Eagle
underwear.
True fact.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me see if I can find the name of it. It's the Ghost Murmur is what the equipment that was used to find the pilot. I mean, not the pilot, but the weapons officer. It's called the Ghost Murmur.
That's
like I said,
scary.
It's one of those things that if you want to look it up, go for it. This was a rumor when I was in the service, and that they could pull shit like this off. And the fact that they admitted to it is one of those things I'm like going, holy shit, they're actually talking about this now. And what gets me is the fact, up until the ceasefire was announced, people were like going, oh my God, we're going to have nukes going to fly. You're going to nuke everybody.
Yeah.
Despite the fact he had said 30 or 40 times, that's not what he was talking about. He was not talking about wiping out the Iranian or Persian peoples, but going after the Islamic Guard. And they're trying to say, oh, he was talking about genocide.
I was wondering if we were going to see an EMP used.
Yeah, me too. I kind of figured they were going to start using MOABs on
because the damn people were crowding the bridges and around the power plants. So I was expecting it to take out the power plants. I was expecting an EMP.
Yeah. Well,
which would put them back, for a while, but it wouldn't completely cripple them forever, like dropping a nuke or anything. That was all bullshit when I heard it. I was like,
yeah, whenever they started saying, oh, he's going to drop nukes, when he never
we need the 25th Amendment. You dumbasses.
And I mean, it's crazy. Like some of the stuff that we'll be talking about at the end of the show when we start talking about NASA in the news. I'm one of the things with Iran, like I've said before, you can only kick a can down the road so often before you actually have to bend over and pick it up and deal with the problem. And for almost 50 years, that's what we've been doing. We've just been kicking the can down the road, and it's gotten to a point to where it's got to be dealt with. Now, I'm a big believer that we need to set it. I want the Iranian people themselves to force a regime change, because the only way it's going to stick is if the people themselves do it and not it be something imposed from the outside. Because in all honesty, that's how we ended up getting the Iranian regime of today. It was imposed from the outside. That was a coalition of the Islamists and the communists that had been operating in Iran at the time. And the fact that Jimmy Carter sold out the Iranian people in such a dumb, stupid way. But yeah, the Iranians need to begin worshiping our God Emperor. No, I'm not going to do it. He's vexing me. He's wanting me to break out the spray bottle.
He's doing it on purpose.
Yep. Jimmy Carter, one of the worst presidents ever. Yes, when he passed away, he was happy in knowing Joe Biden took the place as the worst president of the United States history. So he was happy. So yeah. And the messed up thing is, Oh, so we have you to blame, Siggy, because he was from Georgia. Uh huh. Now I understand it. You want us to push the button so people can't find out all the crap that's wrong in the Middle East is because of you. Uh huh. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
All it's all Siggy's fault.
It's all Ziggy's fault, man. Uh huh. That's what we.
Everything wrong with this country, it's all because of Siggy.
It's all Siggy's fault, man. Siggy's fault.
You know, if I wasn't Sean, man, I'd be spitting all over the ground right about now. After that,
We love you, Siggy. You know that. We just busted your balls a little bit.
Yeah, Siggy says Biden wasn't even a president. His chief of staff was the president.
Yeah.
So
Well,
so you're saying it was a
right. It was auto
So-
10.
so you're saying it was a staph infection.
Yeah.
well,
That was.
now that's not fair. I mean, to blame Joe for his faults. I mean, come on, they just brought him out after nap time.
Yeah. Oh wait, what time is it? It's nap time. I'll be right back. Chocolate ice cream.
And Kamala was sitting over there going, "Ooh, what time is it? It's 5 o'clock somewhere."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, you go take a nap. I got this, boy. I got this.
Now, it's like I keep telling people, we need to have time to cook when it comes to what's going on in Iran. Don't have a knee-jerk reaction. Everything has a time and a place, and we need to allow the diplomats that have gone in there now and are trying to negotiate this shit and hope they're actually going to pull something off. Now, I'm a little concerned about what's going on in Lebanon, but then again, Lebanon's another one of those places that breaks my heart because when I was a kid, Lebanon was seen as the Paris of the East, of the Middle East. It was, I mean, it was actually more forward thinking and westernized than even Iran was before the Islamic Revolution. So yeah. And Siggy says, when I was in the 6th grade, I was glad Carter won. By the time of 1979, I found him despicable and weak. Yeah, that me too. I wasn't pleased that he won when he got elected in 1976 because my dad, he actually had been wanting Reagan. In fact, I still have somewhere the Reagan button for when Reagan ran in the primaries in 1976 for president. And I remember watching the time of choosing speech and was a little kid going, wow, because that speech really got me. Yeah. When you let Islam worshippers in, you are asking to be turned back into the Stone Age, a la Lebanon. And yes, that is just his opinion. In many ways, I share it because whenever they get in small doses, okay, but big doses, not so good. But anyway, let's go ahead and hit our next story. Let me make sure I have such a hard time saying this young woman's name.
Iryana Zarutska.
Yes. Her killer is not going to be facing trial because they have found them incompetent to stand trial.
There might be an update on this one. It just came out like 2 hours ago.
Okay, what have
Something
you heard?
about the DOJ is going to step in or something.
Oh, if I hope so, because as it is, odds are if they don't do nothing, they find him incompetent again. He's going to find his way back on the fripping streets again, just like the 50 some odd times before he killed this girl. And I'm sorry, if a bartender who's been giving you booze at a bar all night can be held accountable for you going and getting behind the wheel of a car and drinking and driving and kill somebody, a judge should be held accountable when you let somebody out or let somebody off like they did this guy and others, because we keep seeing this stuff over and over and over again. And this is the biggest reason why I had to postpone last night, because I was so mad. I would have lost my channel if we went live last night. I can't remember if we had that conversation offline with Crazy and Alice. That's how upset I was. I know we talked a little bit yesterday, but I was super upset last night after hearing all this. It's I don't know if you can hear it in my voice how upset it still leaves me.
Yep, he's getting the red ass. Somebody get him some preparation H.
Well, I cannot understand how you can allow a criminal who has shown themselves to be extremely violent, and then when you have the chance to either put them in jail or send them somewhere where they can get the mental help they desperately need, and you don't do it, and you put them back out on the street and they hurt somebody or they kill somebody, then you act like, oh, we couldn't see this coming. It just does not make sense to me, because it's a blind person could have seen this coming 1,000 miles away.
I guarantee
Hell,
you,
a dead person could have seen it coming.
Sassy Spider Angel Dust says, "Hello, sir. How are you guys? How are you doing, Sassy?" And I look at it like this, okay? We've got to do something about these activist judges who keep pulling this stuff. Yes, a lot of this mental health problems that we've got today, and how we've got so many people on the street with mental health problems, are on the street thanks to Ted Kennedy and the efforts he made throughout the 1980s to close mental asylums and sanatoriums all across the country. And I will give him credit. He had a reason to do it because of what happened to Rose Kennedy. What happened to that woman was a travesty of justice. They lobotomized her, they sterilized her, all because she was mentally handicapped.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a major league injustice. But it's an even bigger injustice when you have people who truly need help, who aren't able to get that help because the laws were changed where you could not have somebody committed to these hospitals that got closed. And it's just one of the many things that we need to do something about. Oh no, Sassy said she dropped a sub. Let me check something right quick. Give me a moment. Yep, she's only got one sub right now. Well, now she's got two. Give me a second, and I will see what I can do. All right, give me a minute, guys. Let's help out Sassy right quick.
Yeah, give me a link, Richard, and I'll go do that right now. I'll be back before you know I'm gone.
All right, that's what I'm doing. Let's see, getting it all run up so I can post that link.
And hail to Tony in the chat.
Hey, Tony. There we go. And here's Sassy's link for those so y'all can go and subscribe to her. And hey, Tony, what's up? Everybody say hey to Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Now,
Yes. So
and here is Sassy's link. They're in the chat. And let me put it here in the back room so everybody can have it. There we go. Yep. I hope everybody's having a very blessed day, because any day you wake up's a blessing, and a bad day's a double blessing because it shows you how to appreciate your good days when you get them. Now, I am hoping that something comes out of this, that this person just doesn't get released back into the streets again. And it, like I said, when I heard that news yesterday, as I was getting everything together to start the Fireside chat yesterday, and then Huevos sent a message saying that he needed to postpone because he was going through some stuff too, and both of us being short-tempered at the time would not have been a good idea to put us both on.
Yeah, that would. Between the two of us being angry and short fused, we'd end up getting in a fight probably.
Yeah, and that
would not have been good. Both of our channels would have been taken down.
Yep. Oh, Sassy is right. Sylvia sent a message for Tony saying hi. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Let me give you a link. Where did you go? All right, give me a minute. And we, where did you go? There it is. There you are. And, okay. Now, our next up is a very funny story. Now, this is going to be fun. I want everybody to get ready for the giggles that's coming, because this was a good one. All right. Do you remember the couple's name, Wavo?
I do not.
All right. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Can you pull up the video and so we can share it and let everybody watch the video?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Because this is. I can actually send it straight over. No, wait, wrong button. Because it's, I mean, when you sent me the story, I was like, oh, this is definitely going to have to get played, because this is just too. It's one of those things to where the banks think they are so powerful.
Warren and Maureen.
Oh boy!
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Yo, Tony, how's it going?
What's up, Tony?
Hey, Casey, I think I just saw you, dude.
You know, dude, I think you just did, man. I think you just did.
Right. Are we all going to be convening at Thetas later? I can't stay too long. I might be able to cover this article with y'all.
Yep, I'm heading over there soon too, Tony.
Bang, dude, bang! It's gonna be a hot time.
Now, Tony, did you hear anything from him about the other thing?
He is telling me some stuff, but again, just to save face and have a transparent, professional look, we'll just save that for backstage discussions. And believe you me, not the only one that owes him a stern talking to. So there's going to be a line.
Well, I mean, dude, it's like
You're right. It's fine. It's fine. It's no big deal.
All right.
So back to the article. A couple weird name. What?
Okay.
Warren and Maureen.
Can you hit the share button for me so I can post it up so everybody can watch this little article? Because this is fucking hilarious, man. It's
give me.
TikTok, so I think we'll be okay.
By the way, I got Kit Kats for $1, king size for $1, and I'm selling a truck on eBay for $85,000. Trailer, barely used.
Hey, wait, okay.
Sorry, Richard. I got to muscle in on your business. I hope this.
Now I'm the one who I already confessed to stealing the 12 tons of Kit Kats. I already confessed to that.
I got Kit Kat for $1, king size for $1.
Now, since it was brought up, I mean, the Great Kit Kat heist is still one
ongoing.
of those things where
Nobody knows.
Nobody.
Did you know that Kit Kat released a means of tracking your candy bar to see if it's one of the stolen candy bars by their codes, by their release codes?
Yes, I'm still.
And did you see the publicity stunt in Canada with the black trucks around
Wow.
the Kit Kat shipment truck?
Whoa.
Yeah, it's
This is a whole thing, man. It's a whole thing.
it is wild. I'm telling you, it's
They're going to turn that into such publicity for that company.
now.
Oh, they're gonna get a lot of. They're gonna get a
Oh,
lot. Yeah, they're gonna get a lot of business out of this.
I'm surprised they don't run a. Have you seen our Kit Kat?
No. They have a site up where you could enter your Kit Kat bar number, like the shipping number, the serial number, the tracking number. And it will identify if it's one of the stolen Kit Kats out of the 12 tons of chocolate and wafer product
Yeah,
that was jacked.
Well, what happens at that point?
Nobody's going to be stupid enough to use that site. That's the problem. Nobody's going to want to enter that information.
yeah. I'm. Whew.
Especially folks like us who may or may not have, surplus of chocolate.
Yeah.
Just saying.
No kidding.
Cheap truck.
No.
Got a cheap truck. $85,000 on eBay. Get it now. Trailer barely used.
Anyway,
Tony, I got some people on the street that need it. Can you give me some?
Oh yeah, dude! I'm selling the promotional Kit Kat stands that features the mint chocolates, the vanilla chocolates, king size, and the regular size. I'm selling now. I may or may not have access to certain things that are totally legitimate. I promise. $150 per stand. Normally, wholesale value is closer to like $580 to $600.
I wonder what a guy could do with that.
Just don't think about it. Just buy. Don't worry about it. Whatever you do, don't worry about it.
Tony,
you know what? I could get that. I could turn that into a giant gaming PC.
Yeah, buddy, you can.
Tony, we'll talk about this. We will talk
it,
about
it. All right.
So the couple sues Bank of America. Sues. Okay, so somebody just typoed it. I thought that was the last name.
Okay, hit play so everybody can hear this.
This is gonna be. Keep your hold on to your butts because this is gonna be a wild one.
All right. Y'all got the flow.
Who had to sue Bank of America because they tried to foreclose on their house when they didn't even have a mortgage.
This woman looks like a black
from
toasty.
Cape Coral, Florida, purchased their home in 2009 in cash. No mortgage, no lender, no payments owed to anyone. But just a year later, they received a letter in the mail from Bank of America stating that they had defaulted on their mortgage and their home was now in foreclosure. You got to understand, this couple didn't even have bank accounts with Bank of America, let alone a mortgage. So they thought it was funny. They laughed it off and contacted the bank thinking everything was going to be cleared up. When they called, they were ignored. So they spent months making calls, writing letters, and trying to let the bank know, hey, there's no
Or a
loan
fake-ass
tied to our
lawsuit.
property. But Bank of America didn't listen and continued to bombard them with notices that their home would be taken. With no other option, they hired an attorney and took Bank of America to court, explaining to the judge that these people were harassing them for no reason. After 2 months of back and forth in court, a judge finally dismissed the case, telling Bank of America to leave that couple alone. But even after winning that case, the situation still wasn't over because the judge ordered Bank of America to pay the couple $2,500 to cover their legal fees. Guess what? Bank of America refused to pay. And over the next 5 months, they would try to collect their judgment over and over again, and Bank of America just ignored them. The couple went back to court again, and this time the judge did something out of pocket. He gave them permission to go to the bank and take as many of their assets as they wanted to until they got their payment. So the couple did that. They showed up to the Bank of America in their neighborhood with a moving truck and a sheriff saying, we about to take all this up in here. Bank manager was standing there looking at the sheriff like, what the heck? But then he went his behind right on the bank and cut them a check. Bank of America ended up paying them a check of $5,700, double what they were owed, because they wanted to help them pay for the moving truck and the legal fees. Everything was settled. The bank issued the couple an official written apology, but even that apology had the couple's name spelled wrong. What do you think? Did you hear about the couple from?
Oh my God! First and foremost, funny story. Secondly, Toasty, I found your black half sister. Anybody who sees Toasty with the Mosty, and by the way, she looks absolutely fantastic. She's lost like, I think, 35 pounds. She's on a weight loss journey. Looks absolutely hot, beautiful girl, based as fuck. I found your black half sister.
This is with
I'll
the
be back. I think food is done. I'll be back.
All right. Love you,
with
brother.
the nightmare hell of a week I have had. This is a great way. This is a great story to bring a laugh.
Well, it just shows you how stupid and greedy banks are. Is that right?
Yeah, they literally target some random couple out of nowhere and just started. Looks like we lost Crazy and Alice.
Yep.
Well, they said they had to get over to Thetis pretty soon anyway, so.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Hopefully, we can have it all wrapped up within 15 to 20 minutes. Hi there, Kent.
Oh, I doubt it. We got a lot to talk. We still got a lot of NASA stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah. Kent. Okay,
Canadian cat.
Canadian cat. Okay. Hello, Canadian cat. How you doing? And thank you for subbing. Now, one of the thing that gets me about this story, I mean, banks aren't supposed to be doing this type of shit. And the fact when they got caught with their hand in the cookie jar, the fact that they weren't going to do what they were supposed to do, that I'm the story is making me laugh, but it's also kind of cheesing me off. But the fact that they actually got PP slapped with a sledgehammer, though, I would have fined them a hell of a lot more money. Because I mean, how much was the house worth? And then
It doesn't say.
No, I'm saying I would have, if I was the judge, I would have looked at them and says, how much is your house worth? Okay. I'm doubling it. That's how much I would have fined Bank of America.
Yeah.
You know, but then again, I'm the person that if you file a false accusation against somebody that could get somebody sent to jail for a long period of time, where they're going to be sitting in jail and being terrorized by the other inmates, you get double that amount of time that person would have spent in jail when you make a false accusation.
Yep. False accusations ruin people's lives.
Yes. I mean, y'all are probably not old enough to remember the Duke lacrosse scandal that happened here in North Carolina, where this woman accused the Duke lacrosse team of inappropriateness. And this woman later went on to kill some people. And the DA, Mike Nofong, tried to use it to springboard himself into the governor's mansion.
So you mean Mike No Dong?
Yes, that's a good way of describing him. He ended up not only being disbarred, he ended up going to jail because of what he did behind the scenes to make sure that these kids' lives was ruined. And there are guys that were part of the Duke lacrosse team that had graduated long before this happened, who could not get jobs in the United States, that they're having to get jobs overseas. And many of them are in Asia with jobs, especially in China. A lot of their job is literally passing paperwork around to each other. That's the job they get paid money for. But their real job is to go to all these big fancy parties and stand there and act like they cannot understand or speak the language, even though they've lived there for over 20 plus years and are fluent in it. They have to sit there and just act like they don't understand that people are making fun of them, saying America thinks that they're so perfect, that they're so awesome, that they're innocent until proven guilty. These dudes didn't even have anything to do with it. And the only places that they can find work is here. And yeah, it's ridiculous. Oh God. But yeah, I mean, this is a good, the Bank of America story is one of those that whenever I'm going to need a giggle for the next month, I'm going to be going back to it because it is just too cute, too funny, and too good.
Well, you have the article to go back to, so.
Yep, I wish Crazy and Alice was still here so we could have them here for the NASA in the news, because they're doing an Artemis 2, the return of the Artemis 2 tomorrow.
They're doing that tomorrow, aren't they?
Yes. And
yeah, re-entries tomorrow. Do you know what time?
I think that it's supposed to be around 5
p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Okay.
And they said that they're going to get everything set up to where when Alice gets home from work, that's when they'll go live. And then they're going to cover
You know who they should reach out to? They should reach out to sorry if the ASMR is messing up the quality of the stream. I apologize.
It's all good.
Christ's sake, really? Okay, so they really should outsource to Jedi Master. Where are they touching down at? I'm assuming Texas, right?
I think
it's a NASA mission, so they're going to Houston.
Let's see. Artemis 2 touchdown.
Where are they touching down at? That's the question. And this will be the last question I ask before I have to make like a tree and get out of here because you guys don't want to hear me.
California.
California, so West Coast. Thank you, Richard, for having me on. Sorry it wasn't long.
It's all good, brother. And
hope to see you guys over there.
The time is scheduled for 8 p.m. EDT, which is 5 p.m. Pacific time.
So at night where we're at.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, they're saying it's going to, the splashdown is off the California coast near San Diego.
All right. Cool beans. All right. We'll see you then.
All right. Love you, brother.
Have a good night. If I were to plug a channel, let's plug, since I've already done my successful shows today, let's plug Amanda Gillum Presents, AGP. She's a big fan of Alistor. She's a big fan of my husband routines. Give her
got a
some
link?
love. Yeah, absolutely. I'll hook you up. Am I a wrench in your thing? I don't remember if
should
I
be.
am.
You are, yes.
Yeah. Amanda is a cool cat. She's a gamer and a reactor, and she's going through the motions. She's going through the I'm not good enough phase, which we all did, right?
Yep.
So go show her some love. Get her up to 1,000 for me.
All right. I'm also posting both of your current and your new The Tower After Hours.
What about Rumble channel? I want more Rumble love.
I need that link actually.
All right, I'll hook you up. Give me a check.
One of the things you know me, man, I will always support everybody because I do.
There you go. Be sure to, because that's going to be the home of all my karaoke's going forward, because fuck the copyright claims, right?
Hell yeah. It's like I said before you came in to the chat. Rumble is a free speech platform, and we don't have to worry about what we say. We can actually do the karaoke's over there. We can have fun. We can have open and frank conversations.
I can say things like, alongside and
Yep.
in that order.
And a partridge in a pear tree with a gunshot wound.
Yep. Now, I am so grateful that you were able to make it, Tony. Anytime, like I've said, anytime.
Sorry, it couldn't be long, and I'm going to try and commit to be able to hang out at least a little bit more.
All right.
Because this is my triumphant return. We're already doing really, 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 really solid at the beginning of this month. We're exceeding all of our metrics.
I hope things are going well for you, Tony.
Thank you so much, Casey. You're part of that. You're a big part of that, dude. Thank you. God bless.
And
I'll do whatever I can, dog.
We love you, brother, and you're always welcome here by the fire. Now, our NASA news, we've got a lot of stuff to cover really quick. Of course, we've got the fact that we finally returned, making the steps to return back to the moon. The Artemis 2 has gone further than any other manned space mission that we know of. We also know that the commander is a Victor Glover. Let me see where I put you. Because the story that has got me is the fact that he is a Christian. He's very religious. And there's two stories dealing with his Christianity and his faith. One of them was posted by a friend of mine over on Facebook on one of the Star Trek groups about the fact that he was talking about. Let me see, where did I put it? I'm sorry. I thought I still had it had it up here to where I could just read it right off, and now I can't find where I put it. I need to get a little bit better organized here so we can have better production values. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. All right. Let me see if I can. Yep, I've copied. No, I said copy image. That way I can send it to Wavo so he can do a share screen so everybody can see it. So y'all can see it. There we go. Because this is a really nice picture of him. I mean, the dude looks cool.
Let's see. Window. Here we go.
I gotta say, he does look good in the Starfleet uniform.
Yep. And some of the stuff that was in the responses was, I mean, the anti-Christian stuff that they said about this just blows my mind. And what he had said in this quote is, it's the story of humanity, not black history, not women's history, but that it becomes human history. I also hope we are pushing the other direction, that one day we don't have to talk about these firsts. That one day this is just, and listen to this, that this is the human history. Captain Victor Glover, the 2nd of April, 2026. And he also stated, we need Jesus, whether on earth or circling the moon.
Yes.
Why is somebody upset about that? If they don't like the man's point of view, then refute it, but don't jump all over him.
Yep. And then we have something that actually was posted on the Reddit or Christianity boards, because somebody had posted on Twitter, X, George Roche. He says, when I was building spacecraft, one of our engineers would stand behind us while we were laying wire harnesses and read from the Bible. We would sometimes pray before a large operation. He brought his Bible into the clean room and privately prayed over a vehicle before we sent it into testing. I'm pretty sure he prayed over the Orion that is being flown on Artemis 2 as well. The Orion team was just as religious, if not more religious than we were. We are the science. And we're glad astronaut Glover is as faithful as us. And he was quoting a tweet where somebody had posted from Reddit Lies, it looks like Victor Glover pissed off even more atheists. Wait, why is this on our Christianity? And all because Victor Glover said there are no atheists on top of a rocket. And this person called Rational Reasoner had posted, no respect for Victor. Keep it to yourself. Just enjoy the 100% scientifically managed ride around the moon. You are not praying the rocket into space, Victor. The foxhole stuff is a fallacy, factually incorrect, and as if to discount bravery, if anything, lowers your respect even further. From a neurological standpoint, how brains handle mortality salience, it's not a conversion of truth, but a brain's attempt to stabilize itself during massive crisis. That's it. A survival mechanism, not a discovery of truth.
Well, for one thing, how do you know one way or the other how it goes? You may be 100% right, but you won't know that until it's over. And by that time, you may find out he's right.
Yep. And considering the fact of the people on here, I've died 5 times. So I kind of can speak on this one. I was expecting to go to the other place when I died, but I ended up in the nice place. And I didn't want to come back. I begged, I pleaded, please don't send me back. Please don't send me back. But as y'all can hear, guess where I'm at?
And as much as bad as this may sound, I for one am thankful.
You're gonna make me cry, man. Don't make me cry.
Why do you think that sounds bad? I think that could be shared by a lot of us, and I'm half dead anyway, so I should know. I mean, I hope that when I cross all the way, God does the same for me.
Well, I felt safe and I felt loved and I felt at home and I wanted to stay. But I was told that that my mission here wasn't done yet. So here I am. And I am hoping I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And Carlos Fish says it sounds like the Simpsons comic book guy when I read it. Hey, Sylvia. Tony was here and he said thank you for telling him hello. And but yeah, I am excited about what all the stuff that NASA's doing right now. The fact that we're returning back to the moon, because when I was a kid, we were saying that by this point in time, we would have a colony being started on the moon, not the moon, but on Mars.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, that was what they were saying back then all the time. They figured sometime after the third century, the latest.
Mm-hmm. That we would already have people living on the moon to orchestrate the exploration and settlement of Mars. That by 2030, I think it was, we were supposed to have a permanent foothold on Mars by the 2030s. And in many ways, we could blame the end of the Cold War for people stop focusing on the space race.
Well, no, I don't know if that's true, Richard, because honestly, by the end of the time that, after people saw somebody walk on the moon, they figured it was pretty much over. And if you looked at the last ratings on TV for the last missions they did cover, they were abysmal.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why I say the Cold War ending was the fact that it was the space race, getting to Mars and getting to Venus, because the Soviets kind of figured, hey, the United States already got to the moon. They're saying they're going straight to Mars. Why waste our energy on sending stuff to Mars, because we can already see everything that they learn about Mars for free. We don't have to spend money doing that. Let's go ahead and send all of our efforts to Venus, because we ain't going to share it with them, And when I was going to college the first time, my sociology professor had been a diplomat and a consultant for the United States State Department, who specialized in Asia and the Soviet Union. And he was talking about the differences in the space programs. And he's like, one of the first things that we learned after putting a man in space was ballpoint pens didn't work in space. So NASA spent millions of dollars to come up with a pen that worked in space.
Really? Ballpoint pens don't work in space.
That's right, because there's no gravity to make the ink work or to flow. And that's where Sharpies come from. Was from that.
Really?
And you know how the Soviets dealt with it? A number 2 pencil.
Huh.
That was how the Soviets dealt with it.
So we have the Cold War to thank for 2 of the greatest inventions in the world.
Yes, Tang and Sharpies.
Huh.
For those of you too young to know what Tang is, Tang was awesome as a kid, man.
I don't know about that, dude.
I never had a chance to have Tang as a kid.
You're in Florida and you don't have Tang?
I was in Indiana and I didn't have Tang.
Man. Okay, Casey, we're gonna have to go and send some Tang to Wavo here. Oh man.
I almost feel sorry for him, but I think you might be right.
Oh, it was an orange juice powder All you had to do was add water to it, and it made this real. It made Tang, and
Dude, I don't even think it was orange juice powder. I think it was more orange zest.
yes, it had this orange zesty flavor to it. It was so good. As a kid,
No, it wasn't.
hey,
I
as a
remember seeing
kid-
the I remember seeing the commercials as a kid.
Okay, but BOTE Chris says I'm Mexican, so I had Tampico, which is basically Tang. And Carlos says Tang, not to be confused with Poo Tang. Yes.
Now, that's one flavor I haven't had.
Now, it's a good flavor, man. You need some. But like I said, I love NASA. I was on Crazy and Alice's live stream talking about what it was like as a kid growing up in the 70s and 80s and the space race. And we used to have this. Okay, for those of you really really young who don't remember what AT&T was and Ma Bell, that was the one phone company in the United States was Ma Bell that predated AT&T. All of the phone books had the Columbia on it, right after the first Columbia launch of the space shuttle, and I had copies of that phone book from 3 or 4 different states. I had posters of the Columbia. I had pictures of the various astronauts. And do you remember the movie Space Camp?
Yep.
How many kids, when we were little, wanted to go to space camp?
I know I did. I was so happy when I actually got to see it when I got over to the 30th anniversary of Star Trek because they were using the auditorium that was adjacent to Space Camp.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that was such a big deal when we were kids that everybody wanted to do it. And oh God, I just am hoping that Artemis 2 reignites that inspirational aspect of the space program, because it inspired us to be better, and
Yeah, but you know what, Richard? Unfortunately, when you hear stuff like we just heard, uh, it really shows you how different the time is than it was when we were going through it the first time.
yep.
I mean, when I remember when I was a kid watching them circle, watching them land on the moon, that it was like a source of national pride.
Yeah.
We actually did this, and now to hear a man who talks about being a Christian maligned because he's talking about being a Christian, or that people used to pray over things when they built them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it, and I'm not here trying to boost any kind of religious belief over another, but when it comes to the point that as a person you can't even say that in public without somebody jumping down your throat.
Yep. It breaks my heart because, okay, this is my personal opinion when it comes to religion and faith. Your relationship with God is just that, your relationship with God. Nobody else's relationship with God should cross your mind except for sharing the peace that your faith gives you. Don't try to force your faith on somebody else. Show them the door. Okay, this is my faith. I'm a Christian. This is what I believe, and then let it go. You show them the door. And then you live your faith. You become the positive change in the world you want to see. You live in such a way that you're an example that they're going to want to follow. That's how you do it. That was how Christianity spread. It was spread through conversion by us telling people about Jesus and God's love. That was how we spread. We did not, Christianity was not spread by the sword until we had to. And that was in retaliation to several hundred years of Muslims attacking and killing us. Because if you take the time to learn about the Crusades, you find out it took several hundred years before the Crusades was ever declared. And when it finally did get declared, half of Europe was under the Muslim boot. And if it hadn't been for the Hungarians and the Poles, Europe would have been forced to convert to Islam. It's one of the reasons why the winged hussars were such a major cultural thing that literally saved the day. There's a song by Saban, the Sabaton, about the winged hussars. Go listen to it. And
that is absolutely an amazing song.
But then again, I really love almost everything that they put out.
Yeah,
one of my favorite all times is still the Christmas Truce. That is still that still makes me cry.
We ought to do a let's talk one day of Sabaton, because we could make a whole thing about it.
I'm afraid though we'd have to do, unless we could talk to somebody from Sabaton to come and give us permission to play their music, it would definitely get demonetized and copyright struck.
Yes,
because if I'm going to talk about music, I want to play some of it so people can hear it, because music is one of those things that you need to hear it to feel it. You can talk about it till you're blue in the face, but until you actually hear the music, you can't feel it. Or am I just blowing smoke on that one? Because
I feel like if we were to ask, I feel like Sabaton would absolutely give us permission to use their songs, because they are and have always been incredibly friendly to their fans.
Would you be willing to reach out to them for me?
Oh, if I had the ability to.
All right. We'll see what we can pull off then, because that would be awesome. Because this weekend, I've actually got my first real online interview coming up with a comic book insider, and it's with Dennis. Hold on, let me be able to say his name right. Dennis Maloney. I think I'm saying that. Mallonee.
Is it Maloney or Malone?
It might be Malone, but he is the owner and creator of Heroic Publishing. It is the longest running independent shared universe in comics. It got its start with the Champions role-playing game. and you've got characters like Flare, Tigress, Warrior Woman, and who we're going to be talking about is Liberty Girl. Let me see if I can put up. All right, give me a moment. This ain't going to do what I was wanting it to do. All right, give me one more second. I am sorry, guys. I am just going to go ahead and put up in the background the thumbnail that I created for this weekend, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Where did it go? There it is. And let it load up. And then I will have to remove a few things. Come back over here to comments. Take you guys off. Oh no, where did my chat go? And then I come back down here and put you back up on the screen. And then I move you guys over to the bottom of the screen if I can. Yep, there we go. That way y'all can see it. All right. That's the thumbnail that's going to be for this weekend, Saturday, where we're going to be talking about Liberty Girl. And as Timmy Stark over on Tony's little thing said, she's a hot redhead, a hot Latina redhead. She's hot. Got a great rack and a sexy, sexy butt.
We get it. She's hot.
She's very hot. But yes.
I think he's trying to tell us something, Morello.
I feel like you know what? You know what? Richard, you're spending 5 minutes in horny jail.
I live in horny jail because that's where all the horny people live. That's not a punishment.
Somebody get out the spray bottle and we'll do something with his winky.
But yes, I am looking forward to this because it's going to be a let's talk, and it's going to be the first time I've actually been able to get somebody from the comic industry to sit down and do a where we sit and have a conversation. And BOTE Chris says, you're making us thirsty over here, Richard. Good. But yes, Saturday's going to be fun. It's going to be at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, because that's where he's at, is over there on the Pacific Coast, it seems. And I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be fun, getting to talk about comic books, and hopefully I'm going to do my best not to end up fanboying over getting to talk to somebody in the industry about comic books. And the fact that he's the creator of Liberty Girl and a whole bunch of other aspects of the heroic publishing, it's going to be a blast. And I'm just so looking forward to this. And I hope y'all guys get to make it and join us. And as usual, as I've already said about it, let's go out there and be a positive change. Oh, wait. I forgot to let everybody hawk their shit. I am sorry. I am a bad host. I'm sorry. Okay, Casey, tell everybody where they can find you.
Well, as always, my friend, thank you for the opportunity to be here once again. For any of you who wish to find me in the tomb for any reason whatsoever, you may find me over at my channel, Casey's Creepy Creations, where we pride ourselves on providing the finest in long form science fiction, horror, and anything else dark you could probably name. I would love a subscription, but a like, a share, and a comment would be as equally welcome, particularly the comment. In any event, however, I wish you all a very good night and very unpleasant dreams until we meet again.
Yep. Now, next up is Wavo. And here
Y'all
is
know where to
Wavo's
find.
link.
Y'all know where to find me by now.
Yep.
Y'all know what I do. I do reviews of retro games, and here recently I've started branching out into more modern games. I have something else in the works that is a mix of modern and retro, so keeping your eye out for that. And if you like watching me suffer, you'll like next week's video. So,
Yep. And okay, I am posting since everybody's heading over from here over to Theta. This is his new channel, Nerd Archaeology. Because Crazy and Alice are probably already over there right now.
Oh, I can pretty well guarantee.
And I'm going to also post Alice and Crazy's links in a moment. But I am still got the Theta's, because I don't know how you do the whole raid thing to send everybody automatically over. So I
don't think you can until you're monetized, actually.
Oh, okay. But
I think Casey's right there.
And there we go. All right. I have posted this is Alice's YouTube channel, Alice of the Hole, and Crazy Horse 1985's as well. So everybody, please, if you haven't already subbed, please do. And remember, let's go out there and be a positive change in the world. The only way we're going to make this world a better place is by actually going out there and doing it. Let's do it in such a way that we inspire others to do the same thing. That they see what we're doing, hear us describing what it is about these things that we love. And yes, Carlos, he says you both need a lot more subs.
Yes, we do. Actually, all three of us need a lot more subs.
Yep, and that's something that we're hoping that we can do is share and raise all boats, man, because that's the only real way we're going to make things better. And know this, as I always have said, you're not alone, and you are all loved, even if it is only by me. Love each and every one of you. Y'all take care, stay safe, and be blessed. And remember, we're not alone. We're all in this together.